Hi, my name is Deborah Hogestrat, and I am a personal and wellness coach as well as the owner of Enviable Life Coaching. First of all, I want to thank you so much for stopping by and checking out this video. I know in this crazy world we all have competing priorities, and the fact that you came by to check this out means a lot to me. So today's mini coaching session is on the power of gratitude. Now, in my personal coaching, as well as my teleclasses and in my blogs, I speak a lot about gratitude. And I have a lot of discussions with people about why gratitude is so important. And the first thing I notice when I speak to people about it is that they think that the thank you notes or how kind they are to the grocery store clerk, that's gratitude. And that's really not gratitude. Saying thank you, either verbally or in the written word, those are acts that could represent gratitude. They're acts of thankfulness, but they're not real gratitude. Gratitude is a feeling. It's a way of living. Whereas the thank you notes, being polite and saying thank you to people, those are really societal norms that we learn and rules that we learn and that we either choose to adhere to or not. Now, those things make life great. Now, I'm not saying I'm always really good at the thank you cards, but those things are really important too. At the same time, they are not the same as gratitude. Again, gratitude is really an attitude. It's a way of living. It's something that pervades every part of life. Really what it comes down to at the very beginning is taking notice of what is going on now in your life and really finding a place, a feeling of gratitude for it. Whether you're going through a really tough time and finding something to be grateful for, or seeing a hummingbird and being grateful for that hummingbird, that's something you could be grateful for too, as long as you're really feeling it. Now, I talk about the little moments a lot because they're really important to me. And as I said, you can find gratitude even in bad things and in good things. So I'm going to give you a couple of examples where I found gratitude. I remember that when my grandmother on my dad's side passed away, we had the wake, and I didn't want to go and see my grandmother in the casket because I believe that is just her body, that her soul was really who she was, and that was now gone. So what I was seeing or would be seeing would not be my grandmother, because my grandmother was a soul. So, I stayed out in the hallway, and I stayed out with my nieces and my sister, and we would talk, and we would go back and have gratitude for the things that my grandmother had brought into our lives. We found laughter in that very hard moment where we also cried because she was gone and because we were going to miss her. At the same time, we found gratitude for those moments that we had shared with her that had made us laugh, sometimes made us cry, but we found gratitude even in that hard time. And on the flip side, on a really good note, I was in Starbucks the other day, and I was sitting inside having my coffee, and there were two guys out on the patio, and one had a black Labrador, a little puppy, so adorable. I just could have eaten him up. He was so cute and just adorable. And I watched as these two gentlemen just talked, and the puppy played around the feet, and I kind of laughed watching it. and started to take gratitude for the fact that I could see that. And the two gentlemen finished their conversation, and they were getting ready to go, and this big burly guy who owned the black lab picks him up, scoops him up, and just shoves his face into the dog's face and kisses that dog right on the nose. That little moment, I was in such gratitude that I was able to see that tenderness. Had I passed that guy on the street, I may not have really seen that tenderness in him, because, we don't show that all the time. We're, multifaceted people. We don't show things all the time like that. But here he was showing this tenderness, and I was so grateful for the opportunity to just get that glimpse. And in that moment, the thing about gratitude is nothing else matters. You are completely focused on whatever it is that you are grateful for, that you are finding gratitude for, that you are feeling gratitude for. In that moment, the past doesn't matter, the future doesn't matter. All that matters is now, and that feeling of gratitude. What a wonderful place that is to be, first of all. And the reason why it's so important to stay in that place, not that you ignore your future, because you have goals, you have dreams, you have things that you want to do. And not that you ignore what's happened in the past, but the past is not your future, it is not your now either. So you have to learn to kind of push it aside. Find the gratitude there and push it aside. And stay in the now. And when you do, what happens is you open yourself up to receive more to be grateful for. If you are closed off, if you are not in gratitude, your mind, your soul thinks that you're in lack. It is in scarcity, and it wants to keep everything closed off. It wants to just hoard everything, your feelings, what you own, everything, because you're not grateful. You're saying, I lack, I lack, I lack, I lack, I lack. But when you're in gratitude, what happens? You open up. And when you open up, you not only receive, but you're able to give. And it becomes synergistic. It becomes a flow. You give, you get in. You give, you get in. And each time that you're grateful, it adds. It adds what you're able to give to another person, and it opens up even more. We're able to take in more. How great is that? That's how abundance happens in life, whether it's abundance of joy, abundance of passion, anything good, abundance of trust and love, gratitude, living in it on a daily basis is the foundation. So, as I do in all of my little mini coaching, I give you a challenge. Over the next 10 days, take your journal out and write down everything during the day that you're grateful for. And not only write it down, but when you write it down, remember how you felt. Really get to that feeling place and feel grateful. Feel it and feel it. Because that feeling of being grateful is going to open you up more, and going to connect you more, and going to make it to where you see it even if you're not looking for it. Do that for 10 days, and I can assure you that you will be finding more things to be grateful for in your life, that you will be finding abundance coming in and going out more because you're grateful. Again, my name is Deborah Hogestrat. I am a personal and wellness coach and owner of Enviable Life Coaching. If you want to get in touch with me, you can contact me at www.enviablelife.com. Or you can email me at Deborah, D-E-B-R-A, at enviablelife.com. My phone number at the office is 1-866-784-1306. You can reach me there too. And until I see you again, or I talk to you at a teleclass, or coach you one-on-one, or see you at a seminar, go out and create the life you would envy. Dream it, design it, and live it.